All right, you hear the music. It's Sunday. It's 2 o'clock. What are we doing? We doing High Off the Glass. We live. 3119 Hampton Ave. Overtime Studios, my city, my music. You know what I'm saying? This is the Great. I'm here, y'all. I rain, snow, sleet, or hail. You know what I'm saying? We kick street tails, choking niggas like we spree well. You know what I'm saying? When we in this mug, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. I am blessed. I got a super dope guest today, man. This cat is literally, I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. This cat is a freaking cannabis superhero here in the city of St. Louis, y'all. Everybody give it up for Mr. Zach Post, y'all.
What's cracking?
Give it up for Mr. Post. We in the post.
That's right. And
we posted up. You know what I mean? Like Mr. Kick It has said, we are here. I got my boy, man. Zach, thank you for doing this, man.
Hey, no problem, man. No problem, bro.
I'll give you another one, man, because you my boy. You've been fucking with me for the longest, like, shit, you've been rocking with me since goddamn 2019.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So that's when you kicked off the first show. Like, well, probably kicked off before then, but that's when we first linked up. Like
we linked up for Halloween, Cannoween, October 2019, the first one, boy. That mug was dope.
Yeah, that was.
For real, man. And I just want to say thank you so much for still messing with me.
Oh, no
and
problem, bro.
What the main thing is, you know what I'm saying? You support the community and you keeping it going with your stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like tell me, because we got Elite Homegrown Academy, and that is like, and folks, I've talked about that to all of y'all. If you are looking for somewhere to grow, if someone to teach you how to grow, if you want to get a room set up, you want to get a tent set up, you want to get stocks in cannabis, you want to get a job in cannabis, anything cannabis related, if you want to be involved with it, Elite Homegrown Academy is who you talk to. You know what I'm saying? You talk to Zach Post. But also, too, you got a whole nother brand coming. You got your Elitist brand.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
and that's like a whole another derivative of Elite. So,
right.
Man, Elite Homegrown, Elitist, man, I love these E's. Yeah, you know what I mean? I love these names.
Hey, man, the thing was working. Why not stick to it?
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. Like, so
well.
What is Elitist exactly? Because I know, but we got to hip the folks. And what's up, Wave? Hello, Miss Lady. What is it? We got to hip the folks. What is Elitist, and what are you going to be doing with it?
Okay, so Elitist is a cannabis brand, like a lifestyle brand. I hate that term, lifestyle brand. It get all kind of played out now.
Why do you hate it? Oh, because it's played.
It is played. Yeah,
okay.
Everybody says it's a lifestyle brand, whatever they do.
Right.
But it's a brand that represents cannabis and like kind of like what the core members like believe in, right? Like what we search for, what we're reaching for. With every strain that we breed, that we create, that we cultivate, you know, even when it comes down to the creation of like merchandise, our hats, our T-shirts, and so on and so forth. Like it's a legit, like, you know, elite status, 5 diamond status. That's what we shoot for, and and that's what we like.
Right.
So we're only gonna create what we like, and then if people jam with it, they like it. Cool.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they don't, I mean, we ain't for everybody.
Right.
We're not trying to be for everybody.
Right.
That's the whole thing about it.
Keyword elite.
Exactly.
AKA exclusive. Yeah.
So that's pretty much the what the mission is for the Elitist brand. It was brought together by me, my nephew Brandon. You met Brandon.
Nephew, what up, Brandon? We got to shout out Brandon.
Right,
we got to shout him out. We mess with Brandon. I'm talking about any elite. Elite Homegrown Academy, any elitist event, Brandon is your main dude. He is right there, like busting ass.
Dude, that dude's solid, man.
Yeah,
like, a lot of people that I know. My nephew,
right on.
I just thank God my nephew is one of the most solid dudes that I know. He's like related to me. So that's all I can say about that dude. Like no matter what he need, whatever I call him to do, whatever he got to do, he understands what we trying to do. It's just not like my plan. It's our plan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so it's Brandon. And then our boy Brian Hamilton, you know what I'm saying? So B Ham, that's my dude that's in the trenches.
What's up, B Ham? I gotta see him. Where he be at? I ain't never seen him.
B Ham, man, he elusive, bro.
Word.
He elusive,
He
homie.
elusive?
He'll pop in, he'll pop out.
Ghostface on your ass, huh?
Yeah, he will, bro. But hey,
Okay.
that's how he flow, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that. Like so we got a solid core group of people. That's like the brain power behind this.
Yeah.
And then of course, you know, the team is always growing. You know, because I believe in like in order to get where you want to be, you got to diversify, right? And that's team, and that's everybody, right? If you're really trying to scale as a company, you know what I'm saying? You have to pull different people in with different backgrounds, different beliefs, and kind of fuse all that together, and hit that diversity point, and then the brand would just scale with that, with the energy behind it. So that's what we building, man. The door is always open. You know what I'm saying? Of course, according to time and how we scale and income and profits and revenues and all that stuff, though. You know, so but the team will constantly build, bro.
That's what's up, bro. I love that. I love how you're what you're doing with the brand and your plan for it. I love that. Now, the video I seen the other day, was that your grow facility or where were you at? Because that mug looked beautiful, bro.
Oh, when I was doing like the walkthrough?
Where the hell was that?
So that's Camp Cannabis. That's shout out Camp Cannabis. That's the crew that I work for.
Okay, bet.
So I'm a full-time employee for them.
What is Camp Cannabis?
Camp Cannabis is a commercial cultivator here in Missouri.
Okay.
Yep. So they just produce some of the best dank in town.
Oh, damn.
That dispensaries can purchase and then put on their shelves. So.
Okay. So your elitist strain that's going to be grown at Camp Cannabis.
Hopefully, eventually, yeah. We were kind of talking about that. We'll see where that conversation lies. But right now it's being grown somewhere else at another commercial facility that I don't want to disclose at this moment. Okay. But it's at another commercial facility that's being grown here in Missouri. So it's going to be dropping here commercially like September-ish. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're shooting for. Okay. But we're going down to do a spot check to kind of check it out, see how things progressing with the plants, and any tips and advice that we can give to the actual cultivators down there that's cultivating it. So we greatly appreciate them for doing that. So who you are. Shouts out to you if you're watching this.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what? So Camp Cannabis, because please give me that info because I gotta have them folks on.
Oh man, yeah. Camp Cannabis, man, that's a solid crew, bro.
No doubt.
So it's one of the only that I know of, like cultivation facility wise, female owned. Okay. Right. Yeah. So
Doggy in the house.
we got female owners, which is really cool. So talking about that diversity, that helps bring the different viewpoint, because like a lot of dudes.
That's
a dog right here.
What is it? My City, My Music dog. Yep. That's why I said it. So when he walked over to you wouldn't be freaked out.
I still was freaked out because I wasn't expecting it, but it's all good, man. But I'm a dog lover. You know what I'm saying?
Dang on real.
Yeah, so Camp Cannabis is a commercial facility in St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? And it was just a cool story of how I got there. So I got there, and I'm their post-harvest. Zach Post is their post-harvest manager, right?
Okay.
I'm really, like, my department is in charge of, like, basically the final touch of the plant, or the flowers, before they actually go out the door.
Wow.
Yeah, so we package it, we we trim it, we shuck it, we do all of that involved, to get it out the door.
That's what your department does?
Yep, that's I'm the manager of all of that stuff. Like, so I'm checking dry rooms, chopping down all the plants. Like, my crew, like, basically we are buzzed into action harvest day. So my crew, we get together, and we also help the flower team that's over there too. But we chop down all the plants, we get them down to the dry room, we hang them. Then after that, I spot check them every day, a few times a day, just to make sure that the humidity and the temperature and all that stuff is hidden where we need it to be. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is on a system.
Yes, it is.
So I can't have like my department getting jammed up and not doing our job, because it'll mess up the whole system. Hey, if a plant got to be harvested, if a room has to be harvested one day, we can't have anything hanging in that dry room that day, right? My job, like my department, we're just turning and burning, bro. Like just kind of moving things through the process as smooth and as easy as possible.
That's dope as fuck.
Yeah, but it's a whole system and science and deadlines, and it's a real job. Like people think this is a fun thing. I want to make this clear.
Go ahead.
Because people have this ideal of what it is to work in cannabis, right? What they think it's like to work in cannabis, right?
Right. Just like they think how it is to work in Hollywood, yeah.
Exactly. Like we just sitting back, chilling, smoking weed all day, talking about weed. Like, we in them trenches, baby, like sweating. Like, you ask anybody in the propagation room or vegetative room, bro, or even flower, man, them boys and girls, they working, they sweating, bro. Like,
break that down real quick, because I vaguely know what two of those terms is. Propagation room, what is that?
Yeah, propagation is like basically where life is created, right? Where it starts. So the cloning, you have you have your mothers growing, and right, you cut your mother clone, your clones from your mother plant, and then they go off into the propagation room. So that way they can actually like be like acclimate and like germinate roots and all that kind of stuff, right? So that's propagation. So when they actually have roots, then we take them plants from a rooted sense, and then we put them over to vegetative so they can actually start growing just as a regular plant.
Right.
And then from that, then we take them over to the flower room, and then we change their light schedule and actually make them start to produce bud.
There you go.
You know, so that's that whole system.
This is so dope. Like I'm gonna throw this invitation out to you now. I was thinking about this. I actually came up with it last year, but I have 4 people in mind for it right now, and I hope you can be the 5th. I want to do like a cultivation conversation.
Got you.
That's literally going to be the trademark for it. So that's my trademark. Don't you people steal it. I am trademarking that shit.
He coined it, baby.
Yeah,
he coined it.
That is my joint, cultivation conversation. And I would love to have you come on and we just basically break down the science.
Yeah, for sure.
Like we break down the entire science of the plant. Like that's what I would love to.
Yeah. I mean, like that'd be dope. That'd be dope. But you know, like we're having 4 to 5 people, different cultivators, different styles, and different methods. That conversation can be a little sticky.
No, and that's the thing. I'm doing all of y'all individually.
Okay,
so it's going to be one episode with you, another episode with Chris the Grower, another episode with my man at a grow room out in O'Fallon. It's like everybody's going to have their own episode.
So I'm going to say, because you put us all together, it's going to be like, how you do it?
It's going to be too much crosstalk. I ain't got nothing but about an hour. You know what I'm saying? So everybody going to get their own joint. Okay, bet. So man,
I got you on that.
So okay, and so cannabis, basically the cannabis that y'all cultivate goes to these local dispensaries.
Yep, it sure does.
Okay,
I know we're in Luxury Leaf. We were in 315 Primo before they changed the cookies, but I think we're still on their shelves because they do like 50-50. I think they still sell other facilities flour.
They should. They should.
I mean, it's just smart business. I mean, you can't just have just a dominated like brand because people get like it's just not. Like I wouldn't say not smart, but it's just if you're trying to win in this game, you want to be diverse, right?
Right.
Everybody don't like cookies.
Yeah.
So
that's just you got to have another option.
Yeah. So having a 50-50 split, I think that's smart. That's a smart play on that.
Tell me this: I know you don't per se own a dispensary, but there are dispensaries that I mess with, Field State, Luxury Leaf. You know, so those are local ones that have tapped in with me.
Yeah, dope ones.
That I like, that I love and stuff. My question is, why is it so? I guess I kind of know the answer, but answer this question for the folks out there that don't know it. Why is it so freaking expensive to go into a dispensary? Like I'm for what 3.5. grams, I'm spending $60.
Yeah,
that's bullshit. Like no, like what is this?
Yeah, man. I would just say like it's the cost of doing business. I can just put it at that, bro.
Right.
Like it's the easy, simple way without getting into all the ins and outs and like what causes that. It's the cost of doing business, doing things on a commercial level in any capacity, especially in a new industry. You have to find that I guess that economic sweet spot for where you're at, right?
That's what I was thinking.
But how do you find it unless you try it? Like if it's never been done before, you know, in Missouri on this level, you're gonna do it to figure it out. So that's what's happening right now. You know, I think they're actually making some adjustments because it's a difference between when dispensaries first started opening up to now. Like you get definitely more options for like a tiered scale, like where you have like you can get $25 eighths, right? $35 eighths or $40 eighths and $55 eighths. Man, at a bunch of different places, bro.
For real?
Yeah.
Here locally?
315 was one of them. Like, yeah, they were one of them, right?
Okay.
Like I should go there. They used to have like where they kind of had it tiered. You know, and I think a lot of dispensaries may start to shift to that business model.
Okay.
Just because you got to think about your consumer.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. You have different levels of like everybody don't always want to smoke the loudest, the gassiest, the most expensive stuff, right? Or the connoisseurs and stuff do. But if you have somebody that's really like using it as medicine, then they want to kind of fit that medicine into their budget, just like if they were having medicine prescribed from a doctor, right?
Exactly.
You know, that's what insurance and stuff is for. So with this cannabis, it's kind of like they still have that same issue where, okay, you have a patient that's going to need this on a daily basis, right? So you want to be able to price it to the point where that patient can actually still serve their need. But it's an expensive game to play too.
Right.
The regulations, the brick and mortars, right? The cost, the labor. Like you got to think about this is no different. This is just a business, right? They have all these things that they have to take care of, and so they have to make sure they price accordingly, because if they price too cheap, guess what? they'll be out of business in a year, right? So so it's like they kind of gotta just give them some time. You know, I know you hear a lot of people are like, oh, it's too expensive. Yeah, it is, but eventually I feel like it'll balance out.
To me, explain that, because when you say if they make it too cheap, they'll be out of business in a year. To me, if they undercut every other dispensary in St. Louis because they're all high as shit, if they undercut them, wouldn't they, get more customers that way?
I'm gonna say this. So, you ever heard of the term "race to the bottom"?
Yes.
That's exactly what that business model that you just described is spot on. Race to the bottom. So now you got to think about if that's all we're going to compete about is price now, the quality goes completely out the window. So now the patient gets the short end of the stick. If everybody like, hey, well, they're priced at 40, but we're going to go 35. Then they're like, well, they're doing 35, we're going to go 30. Oh, well, they're going 30, we're going to go 25. Guess what? You're down to $10 a gram, right? And quality is piss poor because nobody cares. It's tricky, man.
It is tricky. It's a slippery slope.
It's a slippery slope.
To me, I think, and I get what you're saying, I just think if they put an emphasis on trying to bring down the price and or not losing quality, you know what I'm saying? Because let's just be honest. I can get the same caliber of stuff that I can get in dispensaries. I can get it on the street right now for $10 a G.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I literally can.
Yeah.
But for those of us that are patients who want to be legal, who don't know where to get it from on the street, or which is crazy to me because oh my God, it's everywhere.
But you got to be like people still got that like people still got that like that negative connotation when it comes to like street hustler, street dealer.
Right.
Like so if you're a 65-year-old woman, you don't have a little nuck on the block. Well, maybe you do, but maybe you don't.
Right.
Now you got to go try to search for that, and that may not be the smartest thing to do for a 65-year-old lady, like especially in these St. Louis streets.
You ain't lying because they must not have one over in Southern Illinois. Because good God, bro, I'm talking about which one was I at when I was promoting the NBA Finals event. I was at it wasn't at that main one off of 40. It was the other one
in Illinois. You said Ascend. It's not them.
Not Ascend. That's the main one. That line, that place Ascend looks like a fucking super Walmart a weed. Like right? I hate that place. Like I don't know shit about it.
Yeah.
And I don't. But it just that number one, you're too big. Number three, I know your prices is high. And number four, how much do you really care about your customers?
Right.
Like, that is basically like a Walmart for weed. That's all that is.
Because they're really not taking time. Like, you got to think about it. They're really trying to do numbers, right? They're pushing people in, pushing people out.
Right.
So me as a patient, do I really get to have a conversation with my bud tender about my real condition, right?
Yeah.
Or are they just going to say, hey, what you looking for? Oh, well, go over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I was over in Illinois, like, when was that? Not too long ago. And they really don't even talk to you. You can't even see the flower. They give you a tablet. They be like, "Oh, go to that station over there and look at our list." It's like you're shopping on an online store inside of a store.
Wow,
right? It's like, this is horrible, right?
Nobody to talk to you.
I mean, they'll talk to you, but it's not really like It's not really no real interaction. You can't like, let me see that flower. You're just looking at a picture of a flower.
Right.
Of of the best bud that they had at that particular time. Right. They took a picture of it, right?
You're not going to get that one-on-one like you would get at a field state or a
definitely
luxury
you're
leaf.
not.
You know what I'm saying?
You're definitely not going to get that. They're missing that.
The place I'm thinking about, this young lady, she was a manager. Her name was Dakota. I'm trying to have her on the show. She was really nice. The you may know it. The dispensary is literally right next to Gateway Grizzlies ballpark.
I don't know.
Yeah. Man, what is the name of that mug? I wish won't remember the name until I have her on. But that place was much smaller than Ascend. Yeah. And I feel like at that place, you maybe could get that one-on-one. But I don't know, because bring me back to my last point, in Illinois. Oh, P in the house. He made it, y'all. Hey, everybody give it up for Mr. Pancho Rucker in the house, y'all.
What's going on?
He made it. You know, Negro times and shit. You know what I'm saying? He on colored people time. But I know. Trust.
Tell me about that, man.
It's too late for that.
Struggle, boy.
All of us know what that's about. But it's just like it just seemed like they didn't at that place. They have nowhere else to go. Like in Southern Illinois, Belleville, all of them, they have nowhere to go but those places because those lines are ridiculous.
Crazy.
Like it's stupid. But
Missouri's going to change that here soon.
Talk about it. What you mean?
So when Missouri goes adult use. So you know what?
You talking about rec?
Yeah. So you know what our tax, what the estimated tax is going to be? Like the cap on tax is like 12% on rec.
Right.
And it's like 35% in Illinois.
Jeez.
So guess where Illinois is gonna come?
Right here.
Boom.
Good goodness.
Boom.
Oh, right on. Finally, people can come to us instead of us going over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
they'll adjust it fast though. Illinois gets slick. They'll get. They're not stupid. They'll be like, wait a second, what's going on here?
Exactly, they will. And I got a question for both of y'all. This is a little off subject. What's up, brother? I'm so glad you made it. How you living?
I like them pieces too, bro.
You know, Pancho. Do you know Zach? Zach, do you know Pancho?
No.
This is another cannabis superhero in St. Louis.
My man.
Pancho, he has Bumble Bars.
Bumble Bars.
Bumble Bars. Those are his edibles that he makes. Really, you should get with this man and
we definitely gonna chop it up.
Have some of those in Elite or definitely with Elitist because I mean his stuff. I'm not. You know me. I'm not a big edible dude.
Right.
But when I ate those, I ate a whole one. Just like man, fuck it. I threw that mug down, bro. I'm talking about. It felt like I literally domed like 2-3 blunts.
Oh, wow.
I was laughing hard as hell.
Yeah.
I was feeling it.
Happy.
Like, bruh, then a mug.
Yeah,
Bumble.
yeah.
I was felt like a goddamn bumblebee. I was
buzzing, boy.
Buzzing like a mug. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
but
that's fresh.
this is my question. It is like this man's stuff is dope, man. Mess with your Bumble Bars, y'all.
For sure, I will.
This is my question for y'all. And you're not too much of a sports guy, but you a businessman, so you can answer this.
For sure.
What do y'all think about, and I know you got to answer for this, what do y'all think about Missouri legalizing sports gambling? Because it's just like we always got to run over there now to make place our bets.
Right.
We had to run over there because we didn't have no dispensaries until they opened up over here to get our green.
Right.
Finally, we got that going. What do y'all think about that? Do you think it's a good thing for the state? No. Let me say it like this: good thing for the people or bad thing for the people?
You say good thing for the people or bad thing for the people?
Yes,
I mean, it's either or. To be honest with you, when you were saying the one like good for the state, maybe the illegal aspect of it is better for the state.
The illegal aspect,
because you still gonna make money both hand over fist. Sure. You get what I'm saying? Because same rate of how crack cocaine was done. You know what I'm saying? You gonna make the money off the back end behind under the table and then
locking people up
and then locking people up as well.
Double dipping.
like a motherfucker.
You get what I'm saying? But also remember, Missouri was a part of historically the Wild Wild West. You get what I'm saying? It was the Mason-Dixon line. Anything went here. So to be like, I will legally. I don't know if they're gonna legally do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too much. It's too many hands that are greased off of
they got lobbyists.
the legal side.
Yeah, they got lobbyists lobbying for it in Jeff City right now.
Yeah, but you know it's Missouri.
It's
Missouri.
But what do you think? Good or bad for the people?
Good or bad for the people? It's gonna happen either way, so I can't necessarily say that it's good or bad because the game is the game.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
It's going
to happen.
Yeah.
Maybe I guess if that's the case, I'll just say good, just for the sake of picking one.
Okay.
Because it'll be less people getting locked up for it, but like. There are bookie houses and gambling spots all over the place. So, it is what it is.
They just ain't going to shut down.
True.
Yeah.
What you think, Post?
I think on a business aspect, if it's executed correctly, that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
if they execute this stuff correctly,
Mm-hmm.
it can be good for the people. But if they execute it poorly, the people gonna get screwed.
Right.
Just like if anything is executed poorly, we see how the outcome of that how it been like in the past. So history repeats itself, man.
Every time.
I think it's to the point where we're smart enough as a people now to see trends, right? If you could watch a Facebook trend, you could watch America trend, right?
Right.
Or St. Louis or Missouri trend, right?
Right. Yeah.
So based on that, man, it's just all gonna depend on like how they execute it. Like, can it generate more jobs? Can it generate more revenue?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think
of course. How would they disperse that though?
The question to jump in on that.
Yeah.
Would it generate the correct type of job
exactly
for the people that actually are doing the gambling, for the people that are actually, like I'm all for supporting the disenfranchised. What are you doing in St. Louis, Kansas City? Like if you go into these major places, these major cities, schools are dying. You get what I'm saying? And they say, well, these taxes are going to schools, like lottery taxes.
And that's right.
Show
me. We live in the show me state.
Exactly.
For real.
So you have all of these places that's full
SLPs
of
need money.
Thank you. So with that, are we going to get help? Not we as in just black, but we as in the underprivileged.
Yeah,
right.
You get what I'm saying? Or are you going to give some of this money to these veterans that need mental help?
Right,
need all of the unhoused.
Zach know about that.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So with that, where is it gonna go? But you know where that money is
gonna go.
Come on, man.
Unfortunately,
the people who lobbying, that's where the money gonna
and
go.
That's why lobbyists lobby.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like it just makes sense to them on a business standpoint.
Yeah. I totally get what y'all saying, and I get y'all point. To me, because see, I'm saying this from someone who just last night, me and my boy went over to the Queen and stuff, just because we wanted to go gamble and just go kick it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just now. Last time I was at the Queen was in February for the Super Bowl. I went over there to bet. Bengals almost did the shit. Punk ass Lambs, man. I wanted them to win so bad. Hate the Lambs.
People did.
I hate Kroenke so much. That dude's a dick. But anyway, what is
just
it?
Won another one.
I know.
And
I had a feeling the Avalanche was gonna win. I had a feeling the way the Avalanche dispatched the Blues. I thought I had a feeling they was gonna win, but that's a whole nother thing. I don't know hockey like that. But you know what? I might have to fuck around and learn it. But here's the thing. For real. When I went over there in February, they were building the sports book. So all they had literally was like one little room where you could go and like bet, and you had your screens or whatever, and you had somebody. I had the DraftKings app. I didn't know how to work that thing from Adam. There was a lady there. She showed me how to do it. This, that, and the third. It was cool. She was a shout out to a Puerto Rican sister over at Casino Queen back in February. You was dope. Freaking, she broke it down for me, and the room was no bigger than hell. Shit, the room was, I think, from that door to right here, and it was just this side. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, matter of fact, it was that side too. The room where you could go bet over there in February was just this. You know what I'm saying? Now, went over there last night. Oh my God, y'all. It is gorgeous. It is good. They, like 4 other rooms. Big ass fucking screens. It looked like it looked like Chicago or Vegas. Like when I went to what was it, ESPN restaurant, ESPN Zone that used to be in Chicago where they had them TVs everywhere. That's how it look over there now.
Yeah, man.
It is fresh. You know what I'm saying?
They make you want to gamble.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or at least here's the thing, make you want to gamble, or guess where a lot of people are going to be for the football season? Just watching games. I know I'm going to be over there. Just post it. You know what I mean? Just because it's right there. And they got
spending money.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to make you do.
Screens in the main room, screens in the betting room, screens in the bathroom, screens where you eat, like just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? So
when
to
I lived
me,
in Vegas, it was that concept that you're saying. Like, people would just like people would just meet at the sports book on Sundays and be like, bro, football season? Like, hell yeah. That's all they did. Like, back when I was into sports, like, that's what we would do, because they had cheap-ass beer and hot dogs. Like, they would keep you fed. And, like
so you don't want to go nowhere.
So you don't want to go no comfortable seats, recliners, bro. Like,
you are the only thing, look, if they fuck around and open up a smoke room, I could blow my green over there.
Oh, bro.
Shit, I'm there. It's a Riz-App. It's a Riz-App. So it's to me, I hate that. I hate that every time we want to do some dope shit like that, we got to drive over the water. You know what I'm saying? But I wish it would be over here. But I get why Missouri ain't doing it, because a small contingent of probably politicians or people are like, well, it'll be bad for folks. People will gamble more. But more people are on some, what you said earlier, all right, I'll do it if we get, where's my money? Pay me.
Here's another thing,
you know what I mean?
that may be a loophole or a help to get it there. You just brought up like DraftKings. People are doing that on their phone here anyway.
But you can't place a bet unless you're across the water. The only thing you can bet,
you can't do it on your phone.
You cannot. You literally, I swear to God, bro. It's so serious. You literally have to go over that Alton Bridge, go over that bridge downtown. You physically have to be. You don't have to be in a casino. You just have to be in the state of Illinois to pass one. The only thing you can do on your app, on that DraftKings app, is fantasy.
Well, but that's one way, because they already making money off the fantasy. That's gambling within his own stuff. And all you got to really do is change your IP address to a different state.
If you can do that.
No, you can.
You can do it.
That's easy as all get up. So with people being able to find loopholes, I'm a nerd when it comes to stuff like that.
Right.
Change my IP address, to a whole different country and be cool.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
But for the average person, I don't know how to do that. So
but people find out glitches. People find out stuff just like the DoorDash glitch that just happened recently. Where,
talk about it. What?
So the DoorDash glitch was people was actually using dead accounts or dead credit cards and stuff, and buying a whole bunch of stuff and getting and not having to pay anything.
How could you do that when they run the credit card and if the credit card ain't valid?
It was a glitch. No, it was a glitch.
Right.
No, it was
case in point.
People find ways to exploit things.
You better believe
Prime example, just on a smaller scale, the self checkout machine. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People didn't skipped over something and put it in their cart.
Figured it out.
I know what that's about.
But right, we are a technology based world now.
Yeah,
so people are going, this ain't like, okay, well, I got a VCR and don't know how to work this DVD machine. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
This is a VCR.
Yeah, this is different than that now.
Shout out to VCRs.
We all are accustomed 80s. To digital moving now, or we're getting there. You have to survive in it now. So, they gonna catch. I mean, it's going to become legal. I pretty much believe that gambling is like, one thing I've talked to, even with the marijuana industry. I've talked to representatives in Jeff City. They not leaving nothing that ain't nailed down.
Right. They trying to get all that.
Everything.
They trying to get all that. Yeah.
Everything.
I ain't mad at them. Get the shit. All right. Well, see, and that's what I'm saying. That was my question. Is it good or bad? Okay, so let's move it back. We're gonna bring it back to Post. Next thing you got going. See, you know what I love about this dude? See, there's a lot of folks here, right, in St. Louis who I gotta have an event. I gotta throw an event this month. I gotta throw an event next month. I gotta and there's no disrespect to none of them. And major shout out to my boy Brennan England, super friend of the show. Cannot wait to have him on August 14th.
Yes, sir.
My man Zach Post hit me to Brennan a couple years ago, told me how dope that brother was and solid. Is super solid. And my man be kicking out events. I was shout out to Puff and Pain. I was down there last night.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was pretty dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just and again, me and my boy was trying to find something to do before we went to the Queen. You know what I mean? That's what we ended up doing. We popped up down there. It was dope.
Time.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And his stuff is together. But there's a lot of folks out here who's constantly doing these events, and the shit is not together.
They haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't figured it out, but they steady trying to do events. Yeah. You do like 2 or 3 a year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you keep it to that. Yeah. The next biggest one you got coming is the one I really love. It's not my favorite. My favorite is Canaween. But you know what I'm saying? This one you got is is a great one that you do. It's my second favorite is Cannabis and Cars.
Yep.
Man, talk about Cannabis and Cars. I know that's coming August
21st.
August 21st. Day after my son's birthday. Got plenty of time to gear up for it, y'all. Make sure y'all ready for it. August 21st. I want you to send me text me a poster for it. So a flyer for it, so I can have it up on the board too when I do the show.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll have it flash up here along with the show logo.
Yeah.
Cannabis and Cars. I think P, you would really like this because you like vehicles, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay. This is something he's done like the last 3 years.
Yeah, this will be the third one.
Third annual doing it's a 3P for it. It's really dope.
I'll definitely post it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, this is probably be one of your star vendors because he could be a vendor for it because he has vendors as sponsors. This is what we do at High Off the Glass. We bring people together.
Bringing them together.
Yeah, I mean, we bring them together. So this would be a great vendor for you. Tell this man about and tell my audience how awesome Cannabis. First off, start off, how did Cannabis and Cars get started?
All right, so it got started with like my older brother. He's really big into cars. He's been that way since I can remember. Me running around him working on engines and all greasy and shit, right? And I used to go in there and help him like sand bumpers and like just playing around, Nice. And but he's always been in the car, so but I got into cannabis and really never really picked up the whole car thing, but I know he did. So we were just hanging out one day. I was at his crib and we was like messing with his cars, and I was like, man, I'm finna go smoke some weed, bro. And then just hit me. I was like,
the skies opened up.
No doubt. Light bulb.
Bro, I was like, man, you jam with the cars, bro. You know a lot of cats with cars and stuff in the city, man. Hey, man, we got the cannabis community, bro. We should bring them together. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yeah, that'd be a dope idea. So that was the birth child of Cannabis and Cars. So we did the first one. It got rained, like it rained halfway through.
I remember.
We had a decent crowd, but it was like it was a letdown.
Right,
so,
right.
But the Cannabis Accords too. We did it July 2nd. Like that was in 2020, right?
Yep.
And it was like
super sunny.
In the midst of like the pandemic, where people was like trying to itching to go do something, right? You know what I'm saying? Where people was kind of cool with like, hey man, get these masks. We outside. Right. I was like, bet. Come to my event then. You know what I'm
for real.
So we did Cannabis Accords Part 2, and man, it like the city came out, bro.
Right.
Like, shout out to my boy Slim 314, Smokey 314, whatever you want to call him, right? But Slim, he came through like he's super tied in with like a lot of the bigger car clubs, you know, like the leaders of the car clubs. So
that's why he hosting it. That's why you got him hosting.
So, he co-hosting that mug, right? Yeah. So he was able, like, he pulled up, man, and they just all came out, and man, that mug turned up. It was like at JC Supper Club.
Yeah, shout out to JC.
Shout out to Reggie. Yeah, shout out to Reggie
in the house.
Yeah, man, home of the freak, Nick.
You know what I'm saying? No doubt. Matter of fact, I got to go down there, man. They double charged me for a beer. I got to go down there and get my beer. Yeah, no doubt. JC Supper Club is dope though.
Oh man, they bro, food fire, owner, staff, everybody, man. Every time we go there, it's nothing but complete, absolute love. Like, he just a solid dude, got a solid staff behind him, you know. So with that, man, he showed us some love and letting us, use his lot to do it. So Part 3, it actually was supposed to be July 3rd this year,
right?
And it rained like cats and dogs.
Yeah, man, I'm so glad
everybody was juiced up. Like the weekend before, I was just looking at the weather. I'm like, man, it's gonna be all bad. But you know me, I fight to death.
Yeah, for real.
Like, we gonna go to this mug.
Push on.
The rain gonna have to kick us out. And guess what? The rain did.
It kicked you out right on.
You know what I'm saying? But I said, and we ain't stupid, bro. Like, we just gonna run it. Like in St. Louis, man, them outdoor events is always risky.
Yes.
Always risky.
Yeah, especially STL.
Yeah, and the prime months though to do it is like July, August. Like, because any other day you're gonna get hit with some type of rain spell, right? So yeah, we didn't win on July 3rd this year, but we're gonna run it back August 21st, man, and just praying for good weather.
That's
and
what's
if it's
up.
good weather, man, it's gonna be a sight to see. We're gonna have vendors, great food, dope rides. We got seven categories, giving out 7 dope ass trophies. It's like custom trophies for cannabis. You know what I'm saying? So fly DJ, everything, man. Like, we super excited. We super excited.
I'm hyped for it because the last one I went to was dope. But you said 2020. Didn't you have one last year?
Yeah, that was the second one. Yeah, I had one last year. Yeah, that was the
so the first one was 2020.
The first one was 2019.
First one was 2019.
I think. Man, I can't remember.
I think the first one was 2020, my dude.
2020. Yeah, because last year was 2021.
Yeah.
So the first one was 2020.
And then the last one, 2021. Last year was 2021, and then this year, I actually brought my daughter. My daughter came to it last year.
Cool,
now, of course, I got her out of there before I started blowing. But you know what I'm saying? Right. She came through. You know what I'm saying? My lady brought her down.
The rides and stuff.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My lady brought her down or whatever, and they liked it. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing that I love too about my daughter, and one thing that with kids love cars.
They do.
You know what I mean? I don't give a shit what type of kid it is. Kids love cars in some way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Especially boys and low-key girls, too. You know what I'm saying? Especially
my daughters asked me if they could come to the car show.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah, I can come through for a little while.
Right, you can come before we start blowing. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. That's the thing that I liked about it. Like, real talk. When I got down there and when my lady brought my daughter, it felt like a family atmosphere, and you usually don't get that feeling at a cannabis-related event.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? So that's
that's just because of the outdoor concept too. Yeah, because you're gonna have people smoke at a cannabis event. They gonna smoke, but when it's outdoor, it don't sit. Like, if you're in a building, it's just gonna sit. It's thick.
Right.
Ventilation got to be on point.
Yes, it do.
Because you don't want the kids in that situation. But if it's an outdoor event, you're gonna have a group that's over there maybe 30 feet away from you smoking, but the wind blowing the other way. You know what I'm saying? So you bouncing, walking around, doing whatever. You know, kids can see that. Yeah, bro. You can just keep your kids away from it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's I feel like, for me, cannabis ain't scary to me as an adult with kids.
Talk about it.
I try to educate my daughters.
Exactly.
Man. Like,
I do the same
it's medicine.
thing.
It's medicine. Like,
yes.
People be like, oh, I want my kids around weed. But then they have a whole lineup of Bellevue, everything, Patron in a living room right next to the TV that the kids watch, right? You know what I'm saying? But they like, oh no, the weed though. And it's just like, I'm just trying to make it, I'm just playing my part of normalizing it in a household format. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you come to my house, just like if you seen a bar in my crib, you wouldn't say nothing to me about a bar.
Yes.
I want you to see a jar of weed and be like, and say nothing about the jar of weed.
Talk about
other
it, bro.
than like,
Talk
hey,
about
what
it.
is that? Let's
Talk
roll up.
Yeah.
Like, that's
you know what I'm
all I wanna
saying?
hear about. You know what I'm saying?
Zach,
So,
this is why you're a cannabis fucking superhero here, and this is why I love you, brother. Like that is the exact thing. Like you won't trip off them having empty beer bottles and alcohol bottles and all liquor bottles everywhere in the house, but you'll trip because there's a joint right there,
Right.
Or there's a bud somewhere around.
Right,
Like I do
right.
the same exact thing. Like I told my son, like, no, I don't want you smoking. You know what I'm saying? And my son is 17. When you hit 18, when you done with school, boom, you do you. You know
Right,
what?
right,
Because I'm gonna
right.
teach you about this plant. I'm gonna teach you about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna teach you like the ins and outs of it and the
right
pitfalls.
way. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm
'Cause
saying?
It is pitfalls.
Exactly. There's a gang.
People try to act like it don't make you lazy.
Yeah.
Like, you only smoking them indicas, boy. We all can attest to
You know what I mean?
having a gang of stuff to do, smoke
Yeah.
the wrong shit.
Yeah.
And you like, man,
You are stuck.
I'm gonna just do it tomorrow.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
And or you forget. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Like you
right,
have
right.
to. Like here's the thing. Oh, it's coming down out there now. I feel. Shout out to everybody at the lingerie football game today because I know y'all getting wet.
Oh, that is today.
That is today. They are getting wet as hell.
Shout out to my Uncle Reno, man.
Yeah.
He the one helping throw that motherfucker.
Oh, nice, nice.
I
Where,
wanted
where's
to go
it
to
at?
that. It's at Spanish Lake Park.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, my homegirl that he knows.
up.
Hey, that's gonna be fire though.
I know with
I
the
just
with the
tripped off of
rain.
it. No, I just went to a whole man moment right
Yeah,
now.
that's
So,
not
the rain.
Yeah, that's not gonna be fire. Well, okay, now I see what you're saying.
see what I'm
But
saying?
yeah, but I just feel sorry for them. Like they gonna be busting, slipping and shit,
Hey,
falling.
busting they ass,
Somebody
yeah.
gonna bust their
Nah.
ankle.
In football though, like I play football, and
Yeah.
that's who you know who the true players are.
Yeah.
You can play in that snow when it's freezing
Yeah.
and still
Oh,
perform.
I
Or
love
when
that
it's
shit.
muddy
Yeah,
wet.
yeah.
And you still got your balance in your
Yeah,
square.
yeah.
That's who you know. That's
People
to
gotta
separate the
remember-
men from the boys
True.
or the women from the girls.
Man,
You know,
you
when
wanna
you
say
hitting
correct.
somebody to keep you warm.
Right.
Exactly,
It keep
bro.
you-
You gotta
you better
be
hit
moving.
somebody.
If
You
you
better
don't,
hit
it's gonna
somebody.
sting.
It
If
do.
you get hit, it's gonna sting, boy.
It's true. When you hit somebody, keep you warm. But here, these are sisters with lingerie on.
I know, right?
Let's how
concept.
protected are they? You know what I mean? Look, but what I was saying was, it's just
Titties
like
everywhere.
I hate that. You said what? Say that again.
Titties everywhere.
Oh my god, I love it, and ass. But but it's just like I have to tell my kids, and I'm telling my daughter too. Like I used to hide it when they was younger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to hide it and da-da-da and all this.
Yeah.
I don't do that shit no more. I remember this one cat I used to know on the South Side. Shout out to my boy Ben, who I used to cop from over on the South Side of shit. He's a glass blower. You actually had him at Canaween.
Oh yeah, y'all know Ben.
Yeah, with the damn, what's the name of his shit? The glass blowing thing. His company.
It's an initials like BC,
BG or something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
He blows his own glass, and
It's
he
fire too. It's dope.
You know what I mean? And he keeps green, and he would when his daughter would come visit him from Colorado, he would just have it out, and I'm like, dude, you don't put it up. It's like, nah, man, she needs to learn about this plant, and plus, I'm not trying to
Make it bad.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He told me that about a good 7-8 years ago, and ever since I've been like, you know what? You ain't lying. So I purposely leave my stuff out. I want my kids to ask me questions. If they ask questions, I answer the questions for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And again, I tell them about, like we said earlier, the pitfalls, because I don't buy that, and I know it's happened to some people. I'm not saying it don't happen, but I don't buy that. What's that piece? Damn, where's the thing? There it is. I don't buy that. Oh, this will lead me to using heroin. This will lead to me
It
using
definitely
crack.
won't.
This will lead to all this. Right. No, this will lead to me fucking eating some fire ass pizza, maybe probably some chips, and drinking some soda or some shit I shouldn't be drinking because it got too much sugar in it. That's what it's gonna lead to.
Or zone out on some gangster shit.
Yeah, I mean,
like figuring out life issues.
Yes,
like for real, like
yes,
weed that put me to the space, mind wise, where I can really sit back and I could think and process something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that focus be like, I can get on something to be like them events that I plan, bro.
Right.
Like I get high as hell and I sit back and I plan that event from not front to back, from back to front. Every
Preach.
event that
Talk
I
about
do,
it.
I do
Talk
from
about
back to front.
Talk about
just to
it,
make
yeah.
sure it goes the right way that I want it to go, right? And weed help me do that.
It do. It literally does. Like the plan is so beneficial. It's it helps me in so many different ways, creatively, physically. Like, cause my job, I work in manufacturing. My job is grueling. You know what I mean? It's fucking grueling.
Moving.
I'm on my feet for depending on where I'm at, which job I'm doing. I'm literally on my feet for motherfucking 8 hours.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how would I be able to do that job without the plant.
Right.
I need that plant.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right. And
like,
people that's trying to get through, they struggling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not using the plant and that's firm on not using it, they struggling.
Exactly.
I mean, like, bro, like when I wasn't using the plant, when I was like trying to, like, you know, when I was meant to have to do drops for jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Struggling, bro.
Right.
As soon as I'm like get that access to it, like work don't seem so bad.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It ain't really the work, it's the people most of the time.
You get it again. You get it again. You said it to something else right.
The work just work. It's them people, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, so.
I wanted to ask P because this is my man. I cannot wait to have his brother on for like a full origin story interview like I did with you a couple years ago.
Yeah,
P, what is your infatuation with the plant? Because you do a lot with it. You, like I said, you are a cannabis superhero in St. Louis along with Brennan and my man Post here. Like, what is your infatuation with it? Why do you dig it as much as you do?
Pretty much like just from everything, man. It was normalized around me.
Yes, it was. I know your daddy.
Well, contrary to popular belief, like I always recognized the smell from his house, but he never.
You never knew what it was.
He never showed any of it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't seen like slip up. Let me put this joint back in my ear, off my ear type thing. But you know what I'm saying? But that wasn't really the thing. But I'm saying like around me. My neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, where I grew up in, it was normalized. My mom didn't like it, you know what I'm saying, but the whole thing of like, we pretty much laughed at movies like Reefer Madness and all that, which was a propaganda. That was really propaganda.
Nothing but propaganda.
It was ridiculous. It was funny. But so with that, you know, and then I wind up getting into the hustle side of it. You know what I'm saying? Like before, the first time I smoked was real young, around my cousins and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I won't say the age on here, but yeah.
You will when I interview you, you goddamn it.
No. Not at all. Real young. And so, but with that, you know what I'm saying? It was just always, it's just weed. You know what I'm saying?
Just weed.
But when I realized, like, when I got into the hustle side of it, when I'm like 16, you know, I'm 17 and coming back from Texas up here, and like, hold on, I can make a lot of money off of this shit.
For real.
I can make a lot of fucking money off of this shit, like for real. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, the means didn't justify the punishment.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Because people were sitting up here getting years
real time.
off of real, like you selling
killing for weed at that time.
Like you selling, like you selling crack, like you selling coke. You get what I'm saying? And that's heroin, much more harmful. But the infatuation then, when I really started educating myself outside of the money, really came from I love to help people.
Yeah, for sure.
This really can help people. When I found out that the Constitution was written on hip paper, I'm like, y'all hypocrites and full of shit.
Right.
And you can make not just off of the getting high aspect, but you can make furniture from this shit. So you can paper, you can make medicines, you can make lotions, you can make some of everything off of this universal plant. To where, like, what do we have a shortage on? A lot of stuff,
and we can fill it with that.
We can fill the void with this, and come on, man, and it's easily accessible. It's easily planted. You can grow your own thing, and so when I found out all of the different resources and helping factors that it came, that's when I really was like, oh shit, this is where I need to be. This is the industry that I really need to be in. Even if I'm not a heavy smoker, I still, can do what I need to do as far as to help my, my people, my folk, however it is, with this plant, with the community. You know what I'm saying? Like, prime example, just to bring this up, and me looking at the business side of it, the first year that weed was legal in Colorado, they made over $1 billion.
Oh, hell yeah.
I can believe
it. $1 billion.
Not
millions.
With a B.
Over $1 billion. So I'm pretty sure that they probably didn't count all of the money.
Right.
So it was billions.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Billions by itself can take care of an entire state with everything that they need. You know what I'm saying?
Kids over getting computers. Each one gets a damn a MacBook. Like every student in the state of Colorado
can get changed.
Like, good God.
You get what I'm saying?
It can have a real impact.
Like,
real
prime
impact.
example, St. Louis is arguing over their Rams money right now. The 700 some
million.
700 some million to do with that.
Right.
You just getting $1 billion.
Right.
In just this aspect here, not the extra money, not the extra taxes, not none of that. $1 billion.
Right.
I can change the culture of my entire city.
You better believe it.
With just that. So with that, that's why I got like you could literally, and I hate to sound like a weed head stoner or nothing like that, but
it's all good.
You can literally change the world with just this one plant from a financial aspect. We're not even talking about the medicinal side.
Well, that is why you love it. That is a great long answer. That's what's up. we got to wrap it up here in a little bit, but before we get out of here, we want to. What are the prizes that are going to be associated with cannabis and cars?
The prizes. It's just going to be trophies.
Nicole in the house. What's up?
So we doing trophies. Like I said, we got the custom-made trophies. That we got 7 first-place trophies. So it's gonna be a first-place trophy for each category.
Dang.
So we got it's on the flyer. We got 7 categories with 6 categories and 1 People's Choice category. Right? Okay. So whoever's crowned top dog for that category get the first-place trophy. So that's all the awards. The swag bags, of course.
Yeah. Do we vote? Do we like the?
Actually, it's gonna be judges. Yeah, because like
it's gonna be judges.
The way it went down last year, man. We did People's Choice, and man, a lot of them dudes they weren't too happy.
They wasn't.
Man, you seen the cars that was there last year?
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah, man. So a lot of people felt shortchanged, and then
some competition.
Yeah, it was some stiff competition. So with that, I was like, you know what? Maybe we should get some judges in. Like we still got the People's Choice category last year, but the whole thing was like People's Choice, right?
Right.
This year we just got a People's Choice category along with 6 other categories that people can actually like. Put their car in and get voted on for that particular category versus trying to compete against all the different cars, different styles. You know how it goes.
That's G. Where the swag bags coming from?
They just go from us, but it's just gonna be from a mixture of product that we get from our vendors.
Bet. Okay. And just want to give my listeners a little something, and my future guests. When you come back, you will be getting a bag. I'm going to start getting what is it? I don't want to say swag bags. What's it? Gift bags. I think that thing is played out. We're going to be giving out gift bags to every guest of High Off the Glass for being part of the show. But, man, Zach, this was dope, bro.
Oh, yeah, it always is, bro. Every time we link up, it's dope, man.
It is, man. I appreciate you taking the time.
Oh, no problem, G.
You did your thing like usual, big swole ass.
This ain't that swole, bro.
This is only a short swole dude I know, man. This dude. But you are, like I said, you are the cannabis superhero. I want to say thank you for what you're doing here in the city of St. Louis and Missouri and worldwide. Y'all paying attention because this brother is literally leading the way in the cannabis industry here in St. Louis, and he's doing it on a positive note. He's not one of these people that's just here to get paid.
Right.
You know what I mean? He's actually here. He gives a shit about the plant.
I do. But getting paid is cool, too.
Getting paid is always cool.
Getting paid is cool.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely, man. We about to get up out of here. I want y'all to stay tuned. Stay tuned for Conversations with Cole. That is coming up next. This young lady, she has great topics every week. You know, so she does it. You know what I'm saying? She does her thing. This was great. Yo, Pancho, thank you for coming through.
Likewise.
Thank you, P.
Thank you for having me.
Yo, thank you for doing your thing. Thank you for. I got 2 cannabis superheroes in the building, Mr. Rucker and Mr. Post. Major shout out to both of y'all for coming through. Yo, this is boom. Oh, the great. My City, My Music, we did it. We out of here. We wrapped on time. Let's do it. Be safe, y'all. Keep hooping. Keep smoking. We out. Peace.